One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense takes the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Rides to back and leaves it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Steered out of bounds downs at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, this is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's a first down for the offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught behind the line. It's Nix. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Rushes on him. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start this drive going to the air. On the move and looking deep. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nice move there. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it off. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quickly complete. Quick step and go. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Wide open downfield. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
LSU quick to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense is...
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Gain of 16.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Boom. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gives it on the option.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Law. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Here's the pressure. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown LSU. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
42, Vanderbilt, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the... Breaks into the open! To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, it looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it.